Robin.
So we got to, no? Okay.
Oh, God, please.
Every day it's something.
Oh, did more happen, huh?
Well,
Oh.
it's been told to me.
Yeah.
You know how we're...
I don't even. I just feel bad that there'd be any more talking tos. I feel bad for the support staff.
No, this isn't a bad thing.
Yeah,
it was brought to my attention through some of our people.
Yes,
that we're bringing back Line of the Day.
Yeah.
Great.
Which is a staple of the Opie and Anthony show, right? We've been doing it for years, off and on.
Remember? Line of the Day.
Yes, of course. I should be getting paid for that song.
Oh, well.
Well.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe the song's going to have to go away because it's been told to us that maybe we could pump it up and change the name from Line of the Day to something else.
Something else. It's a little more catchy.
So you ask, oh, boy, are we going to change it? So we're looking for your suggestions for Line of the Day, what it should be called now.
Yeah. Now, wait a minute.
And when we settle on a new name, it's going to be so over-the-top complicated, and I want a song, and I want production.
This suggestion came by courier from Yawnsville.
Yawn City.
Yawn City.
Yawn City.
By the way, a couple of people made up some great logos for Yawn City.
I couldn't tweet it.
Did you see? Really?
Whoever did the one for Yawn City, I laughed my ass off yesterday.
I think Coke Logic did one that was
Coke Logic. There was another guy too.
Yeah, there was another one that looked really good.
And I didn't retweet because I know that just has problems all over.
Really? Because there was a stereo. Look at that.
Because it says Yawn
City. Yawn City.
So it was Coke Logic's.
Yeah,
it's great. Yawn City, but the problem is it has like a lot of personalities in there, and they would look at that as.
But are they real personalities?
I couldn't really tell on my little phone.
It looks to me like it's just generic corporate photos.
You sure?
From Google Images or something.
But it looks like that's saying that SiriusXM is boring as a service, even though it's not saying that.
Right.
I got scared to retweet that.
I wouldn't have done that one, but I think it's great, but it sends the wrong message. It doesn't get clarified.
Because it says SiriusXM satellite radio on the bottom, under Yawn City, and that isn't what we meant.
Right.
What we mean is the people down the hall, that's Yawn City.
Right, not the whole company.
No, that's Yawn City.
Right.
And then I saw another one for the Bill Tetley logo.
Yeah, that was
the Bill Tetley show, which was very funny. It looked great.
Guy sends it to me. I'm like, send it directly to Jimmy. What's wrong with you?
Could you retweet this? Tweet it to Jimmy's name on it.
I'm not retweeting Yawn City until Randy Michaels calls me back. When he calls me back, then I'll certainly retweet. Oh
boy, you sure?
Oh, hi, Jimmy.
You sure know how to keep cards under the. Boy,
who's Randy Michaels?
Well, you're gonna know who Randy Michaels is.
He used to own, or not own, but he used to be involved with Clear Channel back in the day. Back in what they
he
called
might be back in the business.
Day.
He might be back in business.
Rumor has it.
Yeah, no, it's not a rumor.
Well, rumor has it.
Now,
what part?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What about the?
There's no rumors here.
Line of the Day. What do they want to call it? Who suggested it? Line of the Day. What was wrong with it? What was wrong with the name of that?
Well, Jimmy, stop. What are you? You're a personality on a radio show that knows what's entertaining.
We've been asked.
Knows what people like to hear and laugh to in the morning. You're not a guy down the hall that feels for some reason Line of the Day needs a new name. Like the FU line. See, it isn't called Call In and Rant line or Call About Your Grievances line.
Right.
You know, it's the FU line, man.
Look,
FU.
Look, basically,
man.
we've been asked to punch it up.
Punch it up a little bit.
This is a fine corporate term. They want us to punch it up.
Punch it up.
We could do better, guys. Instead of Line of the Day, what would you like to call it?
Line of the Day just sounds like, because what is it? It's the line of the day. So why call it that? It's a little too, I don't know, accurate.
The first one has come in.
Oh, good.
Line of the Day, new name. Something funny that was said because we're actually here and live today instead of on vacation and suing the company. Can we sing that? Can we get production for that?
That's a good one.
That's exactly what I want it to be called
Like
now.
that.
I don't even need to take any more suggestions. Thank you, Joseph H. Line of the day is now called something funny that was said because we're actually here and live today instead of on vacation and suing the company.
That's kind of.
Can we get a jingle company?
It's a little wordy,
It's a
but
little long.
I think.
Hey, if they want us to pump it up, we're going to pump it up. Or punch it up? Punch it up.
How about, hold on, I have an idea. A funny, a cute suggestion. Something that says it all. Here's something funny that was said despite the cunts in management.
Why would they want us to punch up a basic bit?
Punch it up.
It worked.
But especially, and Jimmy came up with a song which pumped it up. Or punched it up. Which one do they use? Punch?
You could pump
Either
or
one.
punch it.
Pumped
That's
it up,
all right.
punched it up, either one.
All right.
Pump or punch.
So it's going to now be called something funny that was said because we're actually here and live today instead of on vacation and suing the company.
Yeah.
Wow. I
Nice.
hope we have time to actually do the lines.
I know. Once we get through the title of the whole thing, we won't have time for the, well, I can't say line of the day, can I? The thing that's said in humorous fashion throughout the course of the program.
That's weird that they would want us to punch that up.
Well, they just asked, right? They said, how about just no? We can't. Hey, can you guys punch them? No, we can't.
No!
Under no circumstances will that be changed. What do you think of that? Okay, great.
What do you think of them apples?
That's it. There's no discussion.
Right.
I thought maybe you might want to. No, we don't.
Wow. We're on a roll lately, huh?
That's all right. It's just a suggestion. We could say no.
So that was suggested instead of a raise suggested for somebody?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I wouldn't get into that.
What? I'm not talking about anyone in particular. A lot of raises need to be given out at this point.
Remember how Mommy Dearest was really nice to the kids when other people were around?
Yes.
Mommy Dearest would take care of Christina and the little son and everything looked nice. Like, oh my God, that Joan Crawford is amazing.
I understand.
See, we're like the people, the public, my fans. we're like them. And management is Joan Crawford.
By herself?
And our, it's all, and our staff is the kid.
Oh boy.
So the second the public, we leave, that's when the wire hangers come out.
Oh.
And the children get beaten.
Oh.
And strapped to the bed. And made to get the axe to cut the tree down. And management comes in with kabuki makeup on and says, clean this up. And makes some of the staff eat raw steak.
So what do? We have to stay here?
No, but, you know.
Should we take them with us?
I'm just saying that's what happens.
I got a couple spare rooms. I could take them with us so they're safe.
No, I think it'll just has to run its course, and then eventually the staff will write, management dearest.
Oh,
and
boy. That's a great observation, sir.
It really is exactly what happens here, because we hear the next day, certain things that happen in our stead. Mm-hmm. And it's not pretty.
Do you think they beat up our staff because they know they can't beat us up anymore?
For the most part,
I'm not even going for a funny there. I think that's what happens.
Oh, wow, I've never seen a yes quite written that way. Because
I
would think so.
The old days, we took the beating, right? We took a lot of beatings in our careers. And we're to the point with the FU money and all that, and I want to keep saying that because people really are digging the fact that we don't give a fuck.
A beating.
That they can't beat us anymore, so they beat our staff down?
Yeah, they beat the staff down.
Well, that doesn't seem fair now, does it?
It really doesn't. But, que sera, sera.
But now they know why I come up with terms like cute, babysitter, skill set.
Skill set.
That's my way of helping the boys out a little bit. Because that cuts deep psychologically when you say stuff like that.
Yeah. As long as we adhere to what we're supposed to do, then we don't get yelled at. So that's like, show up and do and talk into these things. We can't just sit here like this. Watch. See, we can't do that.
No.
So as long as we're just yapping into these things and we're here, we're golden. You can't really yell at us.
Right.
But then you guys, wow, you got a lot of shit to do. You can't just sit and talk. You got to, like, do some other shit that I have no concept of what it is or why it is.
And remember, it's all your fault. But it's all your fault in the end.
It is.
That's another flow chart.
Tina! Get the axe!
Solutions, though. Interns, raises for the staff.
Oh,
They haven't had raises in a really, really long time.
The second they deserve them, they'll get them. That's what I say.
Attaboy.
A real event that we can wrap our minds around. Not just wireless mics in Times Square. A bigger studio would be nice, like it was promised to us. We'll start there. We'll start with those things.
Yeah, it'll never.
Solutions to the problems, because they don't want to hear just bitch, 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 bitch.
Yeah,
bitch, right?
I don't want to hear.
There's some solutions today.
By the way,
Yes.
boy, I was watching a program last night that showed people eating a pound of butter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then vomiting.
Nice.
It was on television.
Yeah.
It was on Comedy Central. But it was there. And that's no different than Sirius satellite radio.
Right.
You know, we're able to get around FCC rules here.
Right.
But for some reason, isn't there a vomiting problem here?
Yeah. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Sure.
They showed people vomiting.
Of course they did.
On television. You heard, bleh, you heard it, you saw it. It bodily fluid. What? And is Comedy Central getting this obscenity thing going because there's vomiting on there? I'd like that looked into with everything else too, please.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I would like someone to get back to me on the vomiting thing. Bodily fluids, I understand if someone's jerking off and wants to come in a secretary's face. I could see there could be a problem there if
By the
somebody
way,
wants to do
could
that.
be.
Could be.
Some might welcome that.
Maybe.
Some.
But I'm just wondering why on earth that's a problem.
Well, you'll be told they're working on it.
Yeah.
And making progress.
Has it been kicked upstairs?
They're making progress.
By the way,
on
this isn't a best of show. You haven't tuned in yet. Don't blame E-Rock and say E-Rock somehow put on yesterday's show, because I heard this already yesterday morning.
Can I have a list of things they're making progress on, please? I know the interns they're making progress on.
Yeah, that's already being
I know as long
greenlit.
as long as you ask for raises every week, eventually it might happen.
Yeah.
It's your fault for not, asking.
Right. Puking. Why we can't have
Interns
vomit.
raises, vomit audio.
Vomit audio.
These are things that they're making progress on?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Is vomit audio? Yeah, that's being kicked upstairs. The vomit's being kicked upstairs.
That's been kicked upstairs.
I have no idea.
That's good. That's good news.
I would like to know why, though, the vomit is in the same realm as, like, jizz and pre-cum. We even were like, all right, we understand the jizz thing, I guess, because it can be construed as being an obscenity, something obscene. For prurient interest.
Wow.
I love that one when they hit us with that one. But vomit does not even fit in that category. Yet it is some type of bodily fluid. It is not like jism. Get me?
Gotcha.
You feeling me?
I'm feeling it. All right.
And I see it on TV. Yeah, it's just a little bile. Right.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Got to cut it out of the show.
Yeah.
Beretta. Oh, Beretta.
It's one thing to maybe tell us we can't do the eggnog drinking challenge anymore, but to actually not be able to play the ones we've done in the past.
Play the ones we've done is...
I don't even know what to say.
It's ludicrous.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't get it.
Someone will sit down and try to explain it to us, and I'll just stare at them like, I will never understand this.
Well,
I'm
we're national. Yeah, so it's Comedy Central. We're a pay service like cable, where that yet they could show, not only you hear them, they show people vomiting and play the vomit noise. And we can't do it because it's lumped into the same thing that they feel might get them an obscenity.
It's simply, we've said it before, it's simply attorneys not doing their jobs properly.
Right.
And being 50 steps before the problem because they're not really free thinkers.
Or 50 steps before what they think will be a problem.
Right.
And will never
Of course.
materialize into a problem. But
Right.
Yeah.
Again, it's that all blankets. They can't see the difference between playing audio of somebody puking and actually having somebody underage in the studio and shitting in their mouth.
Yes.
They cannot, as attorneys, see the difference between those things.
And just because we can't in our own homes,
absolutely,
doesn't mean they shouldn't be able to.
Or our sexual
here.
fantasies,
right?
Well, but you saw the show and they were doing that.
Yeah, they were doing that.
Are we allowed to do like the mayonnaise challenge? Wait, there's no more puking in studio. So if Bob Kelly sees something crazy on the internet, we know he pukes very easily, or dry heaves at least.
Yeah,
we're not allowed to do that anymore.
I don't think so.
If we show him something on the internet, that's been a staple bit for a few years now.
I think we're not allowed to do things that the intentional purpose is to have someone vomit.
But we've done a million.
I think.
But
Don't
why?
quote me on
Why,
that.
why turn the mics on?
Yeah, exactly.
But what has changed?
Flying.
We've done a million puke bits. What has changed all of a sudden?
Lawyers
They
had to
get a
go.
complaint or something?
Lawyers were talking to each other going, we haven't come up with anything new in a while. They're going to realize they could probably let us go, or at least one of us, and we'll be out of a job. So let's make something up real quick and submit it so we have a job tomorrow. That's pretty much what happens.
So that's just a new rule that popped up?
Yay.
For no reason, though.
No reason.
There was no issue.
No one complained.
I could name at least 10 bits where we had puking and it was hilarious. And now we're not allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Positive.
Are we allowed to replay it? Can
No.
we have a puking best of at least?
No.
What?
Oh, no.
I don't
Can't
know.
play it? You know what happens if we play puke sounds? Forget about it. The world ends. It's amazing.
We could play clips and comment as if we're covering it. What if we just play the clips?
What if we said, hey,
we can't just play the clips. We have to comment on the clips.
You don't know. No one even knows.
They're overthinking everything.
How overthought is that?
That's just what would be the difference between the two? And once again, they will sit us down and try to explain that, and I'll just stare at them and I'll go, I will never understand your explanation. What would the difference between about playing old puking clips as is and playing old puking clips and commenting
on it?
What would be the difference to the person that might have a problem with this that could cause an issue with the company?
Well,
wouldn't it be the same thing in the end?
Oh, but you just don't look at the big picture. Now think of us.
boy,
we're
am I
all
looking at the big picture.
we're all sitting in a courtroom, right?
Yeah.
And of course, this has gone to trial. This puke audio, someone upset by it, goes to trial. Now we're all having a big fight there in court about this whole thing. That's where that comes into play. Now we commented over it. Your Honor, because it's really going to reach that point someday.
But in the end,
oh, sure it is.
But in the end, they don't even have our backs when it comes to that stuff. Of course not. As you know,
of course not.
They don't even have our backs. Without getting too deep, they don't even have our backs if we do have an issue.
No, there wouldn't be an issue. There wouldn't be.
All right, we should move on because
yeah, I guess so.
Till Randy Michaels calls, I can't take too many chances here. This is crazy. Hey, Tracy Morgan.
He was just on Imus, I think.
He's still in the news.
He was on Imus?
I believe he was just on Imus show.
He
was saying voice of Tracy Morgan. It might have been playing something. I don't know if they were actually playing.
He's probably playing what we're going to play.
Oh, okay.
The Tracy Morgan apology tour continues.
Yeah, you're ripping me off.
What does he have to do today for GLAAD?
I think he's actually to the point where he has to accept a penis in his mouth.
Damn.
Today's the day.
Wow.
I
Where's
read
that gonna
that.
be?
Today's the day.
Times Square?
Macy's window.
At a Macy's
That's where you do
window.
things. Oh, kiss my ass in Macy's window.
When Tracy Morgan does
Look out.
does this for Macy's window, will GLAAD finally let him go?
No.
Tracy Morgan is pretty much a slave of GLAAD right now.
He's a slave.
GLAAD
Literally
has
a
brought
slave.
back slavery with
Yes.
Tracy Morgan.
They have set
They
back
really
the civil
have.
rights movement hundreds of years with this situation.
They will let Tracy know when they're done
Yes.
with him. Are they done with
I'm
him?
not an animal. I'm a human being.
Yesterday he did press conferences and meetings and Q&A. I don't know.
Oh,
he
it's
did all sorts
a
of
bunch
stuff.
of everything. He has got to be the most informed straight man on gay issues at this point. I know everything about gay people.
If you know Tracy a little bit, he's,
Oh, brother, I'd love
he's
to
losing
hear
his mind.
the
man.
second he gets home and shuts that door. What's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out of Tracy's
Oh, yeah.
mouth has got to be hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's hugging people now. Like
Yeah.
what?
Well, I'm hugging you. We're two men just hugging. We're allowed to do that. I'll even kiss a man.
Look, he's hugging gay guys now.
Oh, God, look at that.
And they have the same shirt on, even matched shirts with the guy.
God. Looks like he's hugging Meatloaf from
from Fight Club.
Fight Club, though, in that one, yeah. Old bitch tits.
What the hell, man?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Come here, let me give you a hug. I love you. I don't care if you're gay.
You want to hear the Tracy Morgan apology?
Yeah,
I would love to.
From yesterday.
Nothing else. I would love to hear that.
All right.
I apologize to Kevin, the people that were at the show, for bumming them out. I want to apologize to my friends and my family and my fans.
Now, let's break this down a little bit. First of all, it doesn't even sound like him.
No, because his throat's rasped because he's been apologizing.
So much.
Yeah.
Maybe it's raspy from some other.
Oh, boy.
Before you apologize, you need to know how it is to be
Here you go.
a Fruitaloo.
Here you go. I don't.
And is he really apologizing to his friends and family like they were offended?
I'd say no.
Hell fucking no.
I'd say
There's no way they were.
If you know Tracy to be considered a friend or his family, you would know that he doesn't have to apologize to you.
All kidding aside, it's despicable what Glad's doing.
Oh, watch with the fucking language there. You're going to get us in trouble. Oh, that's different.
Hey, we're fans of the gays. Let's be honest with each other.
See, I
but
mean,
this Glad thing, is ridiculous, though.
It is retarded.
It's ridiculous.
Shit. I can't say
That's
retarded.
right. It's our word.
It's stupid.
Yes.
No, that's people that might be
Developmentally disabled.
imbecilic.
Yeah, but why?
Yes.
Why point that out in a person? That's
That
not
is
good.
That's
true.
true. That's not nice.
Everyone's
Words hurt.
equal.
Words hurt.
Everyone's robots now. We're all robots.
Words hurt like brass knuckles. They really hurt. Brass. What year is this?
Tracy Morgan.
Fans and everyone in every community who are offended with this. I didn't know. I didn't mean it. And
Please don't take my 30 Rock money.
Yeah. Look, I need my 30 Rock money. That should pay my rent.
He's not
Pay
talking
for
that
my
way.
children.
He's not talking that
No.
way, though.
I'd like to apologize.
This sounds though like I don't know if he wrote it or whatever, but it doesn't. It sounds like at least so far it's his words. I mean, a lawyer wouldn't write "bummed out"
Oh,
at the end of the show.
I think
Could you punch it up with a bummed out?
I think it's sincere, but I think Glad scared the living shit out of him, and
Oh,
basically probably showed him a few things they are capable of doing if he doesn't play by their rules.
Yeah, here's what happens to your 30 Rock
Your
money
career.
and your
This
career.
is what happens. They probably bring up a whole list of names, like remember, and you would go, "Oh my God, yeah, that guy was in every movie, and he had a TV series."
Remember he disappeared?
Holy crap!
Yep.
That was our
Let's
doing.
go through that. Yes. Oh, and you'd be like, oh, shit. He did fall off the face of the earth.
What did he do? He was caught talking during the Tonys. Oh no!
Right. To drag Tracy Morgan this far is it really is despicable.
His cell phone rang during Les Mis. Oh, shit. Oh boy.
and
All right.
that's how I feel about it. I don't have a hateful bone in my body. I don't believe that anyone should be bullied or just made to feel bad about who they are. I totally feel that in my heart. I really don't care who you love, same sex or not, as long as you have the ability to love. At this point in my life, it's an opportunity to make a difference.
Oh, boy.
And I don't really see gay or straight. I just see human beings now. I pride myself on 20 years, 18 years of stand-up, of using it to heal people and not hurt. That was my whole thing. And I hurt people with
Dr.
this.
Morgan.
He didn't.
He didn't hurt anybody.
I heard a couple people maybe in the audience. Maybe.
That's what comics do.
Maybe.
That's what comedy is about, by the way. You take something, you twist it around. Someone might be like, ooh, a little offended if it directly affects them. Everyone else is laughing their asses off. And you got to realize that sometimes it's your turn in the barrel.
But our jobs really aren't. I don't see them as to help or to hurt or heal. It's basically to make fun of life as I see it.
Yes, you're not there. You're not a doctor. You don't have to help or heal people.
I had a driver one time in L.A. taking me to NBC. Describe it. He put it well. We were talking about there was some backlash. What's that?
Nothing.
And he was talking about, I forget what comedian was in trouble at the time. It was somebody. It might have been Imus. But he was talking about how your job as a comic is not, he said, when there's a knot in the muscle, a comic's job is to go in and not avoid it, but to take your knuckle and dig it into that.
Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do. When there's something bugging everybody, your job is to go, all right, excuse me, and walk right up to it and make fun of it.
Sure.
And maybe make sense of it, but I think that your job, if you can find something funny in it, is to do that.
Right.
That's what I like to do as a comic. And it's the results, how people, you want them to laugh. You don't expect them to be healed by it. You don't want them to be hurt by it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a chance to laugh at
Explains it.
something. Maybe that's the way Tracy sees it. I don't know. Maybe some guys see it differently,
I don't know. He's
I think he's been scared.
I sneezed bodily fluids. Edit that out.
He might have learned something, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think he believes that he did anything wrong. That night.
learning.
I don't think he did anything wrong that night. I don't think he believes it. If
No.
you really sat him down.
If he thinks he did something wrong, what the fuck is he going to do when he gets up and does stand up?
Oh, now he's fucked up.
I've seen
he's fucked up.
Tracy's act.
What is he gonna do?
He goofs on people. He goofs on a lot of shit. Like now all that's gone. What is he going to do?
Right.
What about them airplane peanuts? I'll tell you something. They give you the little peanuts. Oh, no.
He can't say, "I'll get you pregnant,"
I'll get you pregnant.
because that's not good.
Unwed mothers, I apologize.
Yeah, that's not good for the unwed mothers out there.
No, there's plenty of them. And they're...
It's just sad.
It hurts them.
It really is just sad. Is this it, though?
Yeah.
They're letting them go finally?
Yeah. Did you hear...
More of the apology coming up. in a
Oh,
second.
is there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Hallmark is in a little bit of a jam up.
Why? What did they do?
Because they put out a card for Father's Day directed toward black mothers. Oh. That says, thank you for being there. For Father's Day, you give this card to your moms because your dad ain't there. And now black groups are getting pissed thinking that they're just profiting off of the black community in this. Even though 2/3 of black families are fatherless, as opposed to 1/3, which is the national average. So instead of seeing it as maybe there's an issue there that has to be addressed, they see it as Hallmark just trying to dive in and make some cash, which they probably are.
And
they see a market for it, but why
Right.
not
And
exploit that market?
Why is there a problem with that?
Why is there a problem?
If they want to profit off that.
And why not make it available to people? If there's a market for it, then make it available.
Well, there is a market. I think it's called Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Why not just avoid, not give anybody something?
Well, because some kids walk around sad.
Oh, they walk around all sad that they got nothing to do.
What does this
on
card
Father's
say
Day.
there?
Hallmark are twats.
It says, for all the times you've been there for others, you deserve a day just for you. Budweiser. Oh, shit. What?
Well, how does that say Father's Day?
Well, it's meant to give to your mother on Father's Day. It doesn't say Happy Father's Day, Mom, but it's an implied thing that card is there in the Father's Day section. It's made by Hallmark for the whole Father's Day collection thing. That's part of their Ebony series, part of the Mahogany series of cards. I used to get those from my mom all the time.
Yeah.
I'd get the black cards, and we'd all laugh at my relative's house because they'd be like, and then the word would fly around. Oh, it's just great. Anyone who thinks, by the way, that I'm kidding, the recent Father's Day / Mom's birthday party we had at my house last Sunday, people were just stunned and amazed at my Aunt Fran. She is a throwback and just a joy. The words that fly out of her mouth, you'd absolutely think it was pre-Jim Crow. Just amazing. Had a lot of fun, though. Yeah, so now they're getting upset about that, but the truth of the matter is, it's 2/3 of the African American families, and there's an opening there to throw some greeting cards in. Hallmark isn't, they throw them in for everything. Yeah. So, let them deal with that.
So what's going to happen to Hallmark?
I apologize. Apologize for putting that card out. That's what I do.
Everyone's going to apologize.
Yeah.
We should have an apology day for everyone. We could give each other cards.
Can we call it something else now? Punch it up a little.
Punch it up.
Punch it up from apology.
Yeah, punch it up a little bit.
I don't feel like thinking about that right now. Here's more of Tracy Morgan's apology. Glad holding him hostage.
Yep.
My whole thing. And I hurt people with this.
He pulled his dick out right then.
They told me I
Bottom of
did.
my heart, I apologize to everybody
Again, he has to
who I
apologize.
offended with my words on stage
He fended.
in Nashville and anywhere else. I just apologize to you.
Wow, is he apologizing?
And I want to take this opportunity, to err is human, but to forgive is divine. And
Make that up.
these young people here forgave me.
Good bumper sticker.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody,
Thanks.
for your support and forgiving me. And
Apologize.
I just want to take this opportunity to help and not hurt. Thank you.
Thank you. I also want to apologize. I set the Hindenburg on fire. That was me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
I was listening very closely. He said stage. And that was his
Yeah.
way of saying, I fucking did this on a stage. Do you guys understand that?
I blew up the space shuttle. I feel bad about that. If I hurt somebody, I apologize.
He goes, on stage.
Yeah.
He made it clear.
You think that was a
stage.
code? Like when you got the AK-47 against your head and you're reading some fucking
I'm sure.
Muslim shit and you just kind of put the one finger out when you're holding the
Sure.
paper to make it look like you're flipping the bird? That was a signal?
Yeah, oh yeah. You think Tracy will ever talk to Kevin again? You think they're going to be pals now?
Yeah.
He's going to forget his name as soon as he boards that flight back to New York. He's done with Nashville and hopefully done with Glad at this point.
I won't apologize for cop-out.
I liked Cop Out.
I know.
I think he's overwhelmed. I
Yeah.
think he's just overwhelmed.
Sure,
With
sure.
I mean,
agree.
Tracy's never had his words scrutinized like this by the entire country.
I agree. You know, I
You want to make sure it gets out. You're sorry. All these fucking media outlets and news channels. It's like, how do you get the word out to everybody who has been harping on every word? It's probably very frustrating to be in that position.
I shot Kennedy.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about that. I shot Kennedy. You think Hitler came up with the idea for the Jews? That was Tracy Morgan. I apologize.
I'm gonna have him calling some of my ex-girlfriends, apologizing for my bad sexual performances, lack of erections.
What the fuck, man?
hopefully that's it for him. Finally,
He should not have to be
had a-
doing. How long is this going on? When did this happen?
he's got a busy schedule.
Even Imus didn't do it this long.
Nah.
Oh, I'm sorry I did that.
Yeah, they're not going to kill him though. That's good.
Yeah.
They're going to let one go because usually
just
they
gonna-
kill you in the end.
No, they're just going to keep him fucking tied up. Keep him hostage. It's day what? Like the hostage crisis.
Bless you.
3 weeks ago. So they've had Tracy for 3 weeks off and on.
Wow.
They've had him for about 3 weeks. Wow. Wow, that's not right.
Swing low, sweet chariot. I won't be a free man. I need the Underground Railroad.
Damn.
Poor bastard. Just taking all the heat for this for nothing. Stop it.
Hey, is there really a bar serving horse semen shots? Did you read about this?
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Is this real?
Great play. Hope so.
What the fuck is that supposed to
Drink
do?
up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mr. Ed's place. It's great. You should see the tap they serve it out of.
Yes.
It's big.
It's hard to work.
Yeah, you gotta twist the head.
Yeah, it's a special thing. You got to put like a Guinness. You know, you got to have a special pour.
Yeah, the fucking this hay on the floor.
Why would a bar serve horse semen?
Well, it's bar serving horse semen shots, apple-infused.
What?
I don't mind an apple-infused shot every once in a while.
Well,
That's right. With Horsecom?
horse semen.
Well, I said
Women flock to take horse semen shots.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, nice.
Apple-infused horse semen shots might not be an obvious chaser to spring rolls, but they are causing a stir at the Green Man Pub.
Where is this?
The shots are part of the Central Wellington's pub's entry in the nationwide 14th annual Monteith's Beer and Wild Food Challenge.
This is crazy. Is this like where people go and eat like alligator knuckles and shit?
Sure. Horsecom.
Are we allowed to try the apple-infused horse semen shots on this show?
No.
Oh.
I don't think
Sam,
so.
It's in the news. How great would that be? We have a bunch of shots around, and we see who would be brave enough to try it out.
You'll go first.
Horse semen.
Yeah. It's gotta taste nasty.
What does it do besides make your breath good, give you a hard on?
Green Man Pub chef Jason Varley said the drink was proving most popular with women, like you said.
Well, of course.
Ladies thought it was great.
Throw it in their face after they get drunk.
Yeah, throwing it back. As you're throwing them out the car, it's in their hair. Here you go, beat it, bitch. Hey, apple cum breath. Hit the road.
It's New Zealand. All right.
Ladies thought it was great. A couple were going to go home and get their husbands to eat grass, he said. What?
Oh, I guess it would make it taste better or something.
Well, that's going to be the apple-infused part.
Yeah. Weren't there pills that do this?
Yeah.
Weren't there pills that...
Let's go talk to Tim Sabian.
Sell?
Remember Tim Sabian, our old
It was
pal?
Tim's friend, right. He was a sponsor.
What was the name of that again?
On the show. Sweet Release.
Sweet Release.
Sweet Release, and it made your jizz taste like banana or apple or cherries. And you take these pills and...
Tim's friend mortgaged his house for this crap. Lost his shirt.
I
Did
see
he
it
really?
really
What
took
do you
off.
think? Have you heard of Sweet Release since the NEW days?
It sounds like one of Cramden's ideas.
Yeah. Sweet Release is online?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's still there?
Oh, yeah.
And what does it say about it?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, changes the sexual taste and scent of the male body secretion.
boy, they don't want to be blunt on that one, huh?
Health
That's,
benefits for men.
How is there health benefits? I guess because you're eating better to make your
protein
cum taste better.
Pure protein.
Antibacterial properties are in Sweet Release. Promotes lower cholesterol. Helps the body's immune system. Omega-6 and omega-3 oil balances.
Oh.
And helps in the development of healthy dream states.
This guy needs to be investigated. He needs to be investigated by the FDA. Give me the phone number of the FDA.
Even the FDA.
That's right.
Yeah.
A couple of them were worried they might bear children with long faces, he joked.
A little long in the face. A little horse face joke right there for you.
Men have not been so keen on the concoction.
Concoction.
The men were very standoffish, but a few have manned up and said it is tasty.
I want to apologize to those people. I don't think that's right. That's hurtful.
It's my favorite beverage.
Yeah, I love it now. Yeah, my favorite beverage.
I drink it by the gallon. Horsecom is good for everybody.
Jimmy does a pretty good Tracy.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
That out.
Only when talking about Horsecom.
Horsecom. I apologize.
Yeah.
You know, when you're drinking, you gotta jiggle them horse balls around a little bit. I don't know why you gotta move the head around when you talk like Tracy.
Gotta dip your fingers in, rub it on your lips so you got flavor. Say you're sorry. When you talk and apologize, they like the smell of your breath, they accept.
When you hugging them, they're smelling something they like.
Yeah.
It's like putting on Fabergé for the gay.
That was the smell on their neck. Somebody was kissing them with that on their lips.
Can I go back to that
I'm
last line?
sorry.
The last line is classic, and I want to read it again.
Yes, please.
And let me know what you're thinking as you hear this sentence.
Ew.
The men were very standoffish, but a few have manned up and said it's tasty.
Manned up.
I think I think the type of man that is, quote, manning up is
Manning
not
up.
really manning up.
But he's saying it's tasty.
They're probably pushing people out of the way to get to the bar first.
Tasty. I'm not feeling that.
Well, it said palatable, but I had a problem with that word.
Oh,
Palatable?
palatable.
I needed 3 minutes to try to figure out how to pronounce it, and now I can say it.
How are you going to say it?
palatable.
Palatable, of course.
What is Peloponnese?
Peloponnese.
Mr. Varley, who's the barkeep, I guess, admits to trying the drink himself, which he said was okay and like custard. Oh, it's got
Man. It's all thick.
Yo.
consistency of custard.
You could make a pie out of it.
Yeah. That make a good pie filling.
We had cum pie after we said I was sorry.
I brought it over as an apology gesture.
I said I'm sorry, and I brought over cum pie for everybody.
Get a good one.
It's hard to cut it. Gotta lick the knife.
Yeah, I like licking the beaters after we make the cum pie.
I shouldn't say beaters. I'm sorry to any women that don't listen during the game.
I want to apologize.
Love you, Tracy.
Poor apologizing Tracy.
I hope they
love
let you.
Tracy, but
I
I
hope
have
they
to
let
tease
you go soon.
Oh,
Consistency of
custard.
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 You know we have to do this for the radio show.
Oh no.
Do some research. We need some Horsecom in studio.
I literally
Sterilized
got, like,
Horsecom that we do. What is
Ugh.
it? Apple-infused.
I'll produce a little. So you get it, I'm hung.
I thought you were going to let him put it in your ass.
No.
I'll produce some.
Imagine if I said, would you think less of me if I farted some out?
Not a bit. I say I'm sorry.
I don't see people that fart out Horsecom. I just see people.
I see people. I
Thank
won't hurt
you.
nobody. I'm here to heal.
Yo, he looks stupid. I'm sorry.
I'm here to heal. You could use a couple of stitches in your anus.
Mars, would you try the apple-infused Horsecom?
What do I get for that?
Oh, he wants that 180.
How about you get being called a team player for the program?
Eternal damnation?
How about you get an opportunity to join me when I flee this fucking joint?
There you go.
Damn.
In that case, I will.
All right. The consistency of custard. I
that's
keep
good.
going back to
That
that.
doesn't sound.
Nice thick load of Horsecom.
God.
I got to drink V8 now.
You can probably take a bite out
I
of
think
it.
it is.
You know how thick Horsecom must be?
Why can't they water that shit down?
Damn.
That probably is watered
Fuck.
down.
It's like yogurt.
You ever see a horse
Oh,
come?
my God. No.
You've
Oh.
never seen horse gag?
Oh, yeah.
Or fucking, you ever see a horse shoot a load?
No.
Horses shoot cum.
so.
It looks like a frosting tube that was stepped on by an elephant. Horses come, might I say, a whole big bunch.
Yeah, it is a lot.
And very extremely thick.
Well, if it's like custard, I imagine.
Yeah.
But that big horse prostate probably has a fucking
God.
trigger on it.
Oh, Jesus.
Because that's why horse dicks are so big, and they fuck so hard, that animal smell.
They're they're very fast, though, on the draw.
Wow, they come quick.
They sometimes, because I used to watch horses when they were breeding. You know, the horses at the stable. Look at this shit. And they just, that's how they
Turn this way so I can
artificially
see it.
inseminate.
Why does he have to?
Oh,
They
he's
have to collect
fucking-
the jizz.
Why does he have to fuck gym equipment?
He's fucking a Pummel Horse.
He's fucking what is it called?
Yeah, Pummel Horse.
A Pummel Horse.
Like a leather-bound thing.
Doesn't Olga Corbett have to use that later?
How do they get him to fuck that?
I don't know. They must put a really good artificial horse vagina in it.
You know how stupid the horse feels? Like I just can't control myself. That's the horse jerking off.
Yeah.
Why would you let him just fuck a horse?
Or jerk
Because
him
they
off.
got to save the jizz. Because the jizz is very expensive.
All right, then put something in the
That's
horse.
how they do it. Look, here's a better one. It's an artificial horse.
Oh, he just jammed it right in
He
there.
really a guy took that and died. Look at
You hope that
and look,
they-
you can see all the jizz coming out of the
Jesus.
bottom in that tube.
What the fuck? That's a lot of shots right there.
I love the way you can see the horse's little
Oh,
my
Jesus
God.
Christ. Oh, my God.
Pouring out like a faucet. How do you explain that? It's the Pummel Horse, and then they have like a receiving
On the
faucet
bottom.
thing, so it collects the cum
In beakers.
and then starts pouring out of this like faucet
Yeah.
apparatus.
Did you drink that?
Ooh.
Okay.
He was humping that Pummel Horse for like 3 seconds. And then you just saw all those test tubes filling up with
Yeah.
horse jizz.
Can you imagine kissing a girl and her mouth tasted like the whole of a Pummel Horse. Hey, Pummel Horse, whole breath. Pummel Horse holes. My new favorite reference.
People are deeply disturbed.
Hey, I dropped my gum in the hole of the Pummel Horse. Can you get that for me?
Get it?
They're also deeply disturbed that I came up with Olga Corbett.
Oh, little Olga Corbett.
She's now 56 years old.
Is she? Wow.
I want a Pummel Horse in my fucking room. How great would that be?
Just get up and fuck it.
Just watching porn, you fuck it. Although it'd have to be a little lower than his. And I wouldn't want my hands just flailing silly.
Doesn't have to be that deep either.
I would just tweak my nipples. I know, you only need one little test tube at the bottom. That's the particularly good two-shooter. God, horses come a lot. I want to be a horse.
You really do. Well, that would surprise a gal.
Sure.
I want to come on the top of somebody's sandals. Like, you know how mad people would be if you came a horse-sized load on the top of somebody's sandals? You got all of their bare feet.
Oh, would they be angry with you?
Because sand would mix in as they hit the beach.
Jesus.
They have to wipe your cum and sand off their feet. Oh, by gum.
David in Israel has something on the Tracy Morgan apology tour.
Ah.
Good morning, boys.
Hello.
Let's go, David.
Yes.
How are you guys? Anthony, I wanted to bring one thing up. I spoke to somebody in the company that I used to work for a while back, and I had a question about equipment they had over there.
Yes.
Sorry. I used to be in the EMT. They had a defibrillator there, and I asked them why they had a problem with the battery, why they weren't replacing it, and she said the corporate policy stated they weren't allowed to use it even if someone were to fall down of a heart attack because they were scared of getting sued, and instead the instructions from HR was call 911, let the EMTs and the paramedics from 911 handle it. You can't use it because we're scared of getting sued.
Where was this?
I really can't say the name of the company because then I'm going to lose my source of information.
And this is why we talk about corporate environments, by the way, because they get really confused in what is it called? Lazy
Yawn City.
Yawn City.
Yawn
No,
City.
Yawn
Sorry.
City, yeah.
Wow, lazy. Oops.
Lazy
That was
town.
a slip. That was a
Lazy
slip.
town is
That's what we
something
are.
else.
Oops, that was a slip. Yawn City. This is why, because they don't understand. This is why we do it, because people can relate to the stuff we're saying. Because this is happening everywhere in corporate America.
I saw
Opie, one second.
oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yes,
Hey,
sir.
don't want to talk over David.
It's not corporate bullshit when it comes to money, what you could say, what you can't say, what you could do, what you can't do. I mean, you have somebody here that could be dying, and they're more scared about how many shekels they're going to be losing.
Oh, exactly. Yes, because what if it doesn't work? Then the family's going to sue you. Which, everyone's at fault there.
Sure.
We're too litigious in this country. No offense, David, for the litigation, because the lawyers are...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I implied that all Jews is lawyers. Some are doctors, too. I apologize.
Didn't you have something on Tracy Morgan there, David?
What?
It says... do you
No,
have...
it wasn't on Tracy. I called up before you guys were speaking on Tracy when you were still complaining about what accent was.
All right, that's fine.
No biggie.
All right,
Well,
sir.
thank you for your call, David.
Hey,
Yes.
can you actually go to the place where Jesus was crucified?
Why would I give a fuck about him? I'm Jewish.
Exactly.
But you're a little closer than I.
Yeah, it's still a historical site.
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking if you can.
I don't even know where it is, to be honest.
Isn't it close to him?
You're in.
It
How
was
far
all
are you from
close. How far
Jerusalem?
did they travel? They had no cars.
Right, you're close to where he was crucified. And I hear you could actually go to the spot, and even if you're not religious, it's pretty intense to be
Never been there. Don't know where it is.
Yeah, well,
the judge
show
doesn't like talking
somebody
about
else.
Jesus
I'm
ever.
sure,
huh?
yeah.
I'll talk about him, but I just
You don't want to talk about Jesus now, do you, sir?
I don't care to talk about Jesus, but I'd rather sit in my office and make money than go around.
Of course.
I apologize for him mucking up your cross.
All right,
Hope not. Have a good one, guys.
I'm sorry he got blood on your thorny hat.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm sorry your in-race sign got a nail in it.
I want to apologize. I was watching a program last night, actually DVD, and it was it just goes with the corporate thing that we were talking about. Seinfeld, watching Seinfeld, and they have a great behind-the-scenes kind of documentary on how the whole thing started.
Nice.
And how Jerry and Larry David got together, and how NBC how they had to deal with NBC.
Right.
And how Larry David, as executive producer, was pretty much castrated in the pilot episode, and even talking after the show was completely done with and over, and they made these documentaries, you see these people like Warren Littlefield and stuff from NBC talking, and I was looking, just going, these are the corporate idiots that ruin everything. Like, they stood behind the show just enough to keep it going, but none of them understood it. They have them literally saying, and I watched it and I just didn't get it. I read the script and they're like, I didn't understand, like, what was funny about people waiting to get a seat in a Chinese restaurant. Like, I just don't get it. I don't. And they still, after reading it, watching, they still didn't understand why it was funny. And those are the people that were trying to make changes in the show, changes that Larry David didn't want to make, or Jerry didn't want to make. But they, as executives, thought they knew best.
Right, and that's why they should just stay the fuck upstairs.
And they finally did. They finally left them alone and went, look, all right, do whatever show you want to do. And turned out to be the biggest sitcom ever.
Well, but let me take what you said. Okay, so Seinfeld was able to survive in that environment. The problem is there's a lot of other guys that aren't able to survive.
Right.
And a lot of other shows that probably would have been much better.
Yeah.
And they weren't able to survive that process.
Well, you know what they
did? And that's
did?
what's scary, and that's what the real problem is here.
You know what made them survive? Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David pretty much said, if this don't work, we'll just go back to stand-up. Fuck it. And Larry David was like, he goes, I'm not going to put up with this crap. I'm not going to do this. And they were completely ready, willing, and able to walk the fuck away. That's when you have your power. When you can just fucking say, fuck you.
When you're not bluffing.
Right.
Seinfeld, by then, I saw recently a Tonight Show clip with Johnny of Seinfeld back in 1990.
God, yeah. I saw one from 81.
But that's what I'm saying.
Amazing.
He had already been on the Tonight Show for 10 years.
Yeah.
Back. Seinfeld was already a name.
Yep.
So he would have had a great career either way. Not quite the career he has. But he, at that point, probably was ready to walk.
Yeah, he could make his own rules.
If it was right, if he wasn't going to get to do the show he wanted to do, they just weren't going to do it.
Right.
It's people who are not, people who, like, a lot of the executives don't have a lot of funny experience.
No.
And years ago, the guys that were making shows like Norman Lear, they were funny dudes.
Funny guys.
They're
they all
not
came
funny
from
guys
that
anymore.
old school Carl Reiner.
Yes.
That whole group. And they're not funny. They're bean counters that think they know because the last successful show was this, this, and this. So the next one has to be the exact same thing. Like they were saying, this doesn't have a story. It doesn't have a beginning, a middle, and an end to it.
Because they can't think out of the box.
It's three people hanging out in a restaurant waiting for a table. What? What?
They can't think out of the box. They wanted a sitcom just like all the other sitcoms that came
like the
before
other
it.
ones. Exactly.
Cheers and
it would have sucked.
Whatever, the rest of them.
Yep.
I was going to... I had a thought that goes along with this.
Ooh, executives sucking a Horsecom.
Oh, fuck, I lost it. It was good, too.
It's nice to hear that they kept it on, though. Like MASH. The only thing that MASH
Oh.
survived is because the president of CBS's wife liked it and would talk to him in bed.
Right.
I believe about how good the show was.
Suck his dick.
And I'm sure it didn't hurt.
This was my thought. Imagine All in the Family, and I'll just go with the Honeymooners. Make it easy. 2 shows. Imagine if they came out today, what they would look like on TV.
It would be...
Imagine what they would look like on TV. Seriously.
It would not even be... it wouldn't resemble the show.
And I'm sure there's a guy out there right now that has a All in the Family type show or a Honeymooners type show that'll never get off the ground.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. Seinfeld was able to survive that, but a lot of guys just can't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Really smart, creative guys that will never get their projects on TV.
There was another, like a 15-minute documentary I watched yesterday on race in television, and it was hosted by, God, who is that woman?
Wow.
The old woman from Tinseltown. Hi, I'm fucking Rona Barrett.
Holy shit.
So it's an old-ass show.
I went with Olga Corbett today, and you just went with
Rona fucking Barrett. And they showed old clips from, like, old black shows. And Julia, I guess, was one. And they would just be like, you know, hey, look, it's a colored woman. Hey, a colored, and they just talk. It's like you can't even get away with that shit now. You're colored.
Can we find one of those?
Oh, it was great. Well, it was. I accessed it from a site you probably shouldn't go to, right. But I finally got there. It's some kind of. I think it's like a Jim Crow.org or something. I don't even know. But they showed a bunch of shit.
Those .orgs are scary.
Oh, you got to watch those .orgs.
Let's get back to the Horsecom. Apple-infused horse semen being served at this festival. Food and fucking beer festival. Okay.
Julia. What?
The delicacy does not come cheap. You want to guess how much?
For a shot? Mm-hmm. Shot of Horsecom.
How much would I pay? $10,000.
Actually, it's a little weird because at a cost of $300 for 20 vials of semen.
20 vials.
So they're going to some fucking horse farm and getting 20 vials of semen for $300 a pop, and then they make the shots out of it.
Oh. Well, how long does the horse come?
Do you have to mule it up your ass when you leave the farm?
Yeah, and plus, how many? You go to buy 20 and there's only 15 when you get back. You're like, oh, it's Thursday. It was hot in the bus. So it was a long ride. I got hot in the back of the bus. I drank a little chilled horse semen. I was laughing, behaving like Dean Martin on the bus, laughing with everybody with clinking glasses.
The martini glass full of horse cum.
Yeah, everybody's singing little bus songs. You're guzzling horse cum.
99 bottles of horse cum on the wall.
Yeah. 99 vials of cum. If one of those bottles should happen to get drunk. How many bottles of delicious horse cum on the wall? Yes. 2 bottles of horse cum in my beard.
No repeat customers for the drink.
Really?
One and done for these people.
How much is each shot?
I don't think anyone's had a particular taste for it. No one's addicted to it. Let's put it that way.
Addicted. Get it?
Damn.
So there you go.
That's,
God, can we get some horse semen for the show? And apple infuse it?
Try.
Could you ask at least?
Yeah, of
that
course.
would be a bit we would have done at NEW.
Oh, in a
without even
second.
asking anybody, by the way.
Oh,
I'm going to take
Would
it.
we even ask somebody?
At the drop of a horse cock.
We wouldn't ask anyone. We would just do it.
No, never.
It's just
We'd have
funny.
the horse in there.
Get some horse cum for the show. We can't get interns. We're going to get horse cum.
Can we just get horse come and look at it?
Just to look at it in a snow globe.
Or smell it. How about you open the vial and smell it? Wouldn't you smell it?
No.
I just want horse cum in a beaker today, so badly. I just want a beaker filled right to the tippy top with horse cum, and we just put it on our counter
Right to the tippity top.
and just watch it.
Oh, you smell that.
So wait. Oh, go ahead, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Your lower jaw, like when I said smell that, my lower jaw got like a...
Yeah, I can't. I'm
Creepy
getting
feeling.
like chills, like
That raw animal cum smell. I'll bet you it like the cream rises to the top too. It probably separates.
You think it curdles?
Yeah,
Oh, you got me there.
yeah. It's probably thicker semen on top and like a like the fluid that pushes the
Liquidy.
semen at the bottom.
Fluid.
Yeah, fluid. It's very viscous, and it will get stuck in your teeth. But you know, horse cum. It is good to brush your teeth with, which I've been doing for a while.
Make my wine out of
You
it.
think
Yeah.
it has the consistency of a jellyfish?
Oh God!
Just
Like custard.
You know what sucks? You probably take like one sip of horse cum and you go to put it down, but like snot or egg, it's one long
Yeah,
piece
it
like an
doesn't
oyster.
Stop. You can't stop it.
Like an oyster, yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't even think of it.
So,
Yeah.
getting back to your puking thing that you saw on TV.
Yeah.
It brings back the memory of when I talk about the best shows we've ever done. Mm-hmm. And someday I'm going to come up with the ultimate top 10 shows I thought we've done.
Ooh, top 10.
And one of them that would absolutely make that list would be the Super Bowl tickets fucking
Holy shit. Yeah.
New England clam chowder bit we did at BCN on regular radio.
Crazy.
Where it was guys eating clam chowder until they puked.
And then taking it to a whole new level.
And then we discovered that we had another pair of tickets. And then we decided that the first guy that was able to keep down a tablespoon of the puked up clam chowder would win the second pair of Super Bowl tickets. We did this on regular radio, by the way, without even asking anybody. They just said, yeah, that sounds fine.
Yeah, yeah.
And the amazement of how much puking that went on that day in that studio. You remember?
It reeked.
First of all,
the whole studio reeked of vomit.
The original contestants, most of them puked.
Yeah.
And they all had to puke into a bucket to keep it safe. And then we decided, okay, first guy to be able to hold down 1 tablespoon, I think it was, of this puked up clam chowder would win the other pair of tickets. And no one could do it because they continued to puke back into the barrel.
Get a heaping helping, get a good one. Yeah, it kept
So
puking.
obviously we can't do that on satellite radio, right?
Oh, no. I can't even think about it. It's so disgusting.
Wait, the same day that we did Baby Bird was the same day we did the bowl of puked up Fruit Loops?
Yeah.
Oh man, was that pushed aside?
Oh, yeah, it was Captain. Wasn't that Captain Magoo?
Sergeant Magoo.
Sergeant Magoo.
Oh,
Okay,
right,
he's coming
he
back
ate
to me.
Fucking
Puked up Fruit
He
Loops.
was supposed to be the big star that day.
Yeah, he got.
I forgot all about this until you just said it. He drank.
I got passed over.
That one fucking bothered me more than the puke because the thick. I remember he was eating a piece of the Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
And it was like a big. It was glue. It was almost like glue,
Yeah,
but it was
yeah,
puke
yeah.
glue.
We had Fruit Loops.
That was terrestrial radio. We did
Yeah,
that.
we had Fruit Loops, and as the guys were puking, this Sergeant Magoo filled up his Fruit Loops bowl with the puked up eggnog, and then ate that. He was supposed to be the star that day.
Yeah.
He got trumped by Pat from Menarche,
Certainly did.
thanks to Joe Rogan.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
And that certainly would be in my top 10 list of ultimate shows we've done.
That's a good one.
And
that was a
unfortunately,
great,
another puking show.
Great one. Yeah, puking show.
But what are you going
We can play that, by the way. We can play it.
But we have to comment about it?
No.
No,
Oh, good.
we can.
All right, so we had a victory.
A victory is we can play something we did 5 years ago on the radio.
What a victory.
Our victories are very few and far between.
That's why I said we have a victory, and I laughed, because that's exactly what they'll tell us down
Yeah.
the hall, that they did something.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, come on, guys.
You got a little victory.
Look what we got for you.
Yeah. You can now play the same stuff you could on regular radio a couple years ago.
Yeah.
All right. Woof.
Prices for a dose of horse semen range from $500 to $2,700. What, for the shots?
Depends on what
No,
horses
to-
come.
Oh, that's for
order the
artificial
semen.
insemination.
Yeah.
Oh, so 500 is like an old nag, and 2,700 is probably pretty good, like a thoroughbred.
But I wonder, like a Kentucky Derby winner,
Oh, that's probably a lot.
how much for some of his cum?
Could you go back to the
cum.
we're making progress list?
Good cum.
Yes.
We got a new one to add today. Solutions, by the way. I'm going with solutions now.
Solutions.
I don't want to be always the negative Nancy, so I want solutions on top of the bitching. And we're giving out a lot of solutions today.
So is this a list of solutions or a list of things that are being sent upstairs?
No, I've heard that we're making
They're
progress
kicked
on this one.
Making progress on.
And it's coming in a shitload that, once again, ladies and gentlemen,
Don't say the online feed's out.
the online feed is down.
Well, that's things that are being worked on. It's all right.
I got to say,
XM amp boot load. Online feed for the iPhone is down and only on the virus. Only on the virus it happens to. iPhone feed is down.
Every
Hey,
time.
when the fuck are you guys going to fix the online feed? Should I continue?
this fucking whoever does the internet for the online feed here, whatever, whoever does this stinks
Should be
at their
fired.
job and should be fired.
Yeah.
It is happening too much to people who are paying for the fucking service.
And only our show, so obviously there's some kind of agenda there. Or they just really stink at what they do.
They must
It's either
stink.
on purpose or you stink.
Well, they tell me it's like isolated or something. I don't know.
How is it isolated only to this channel, though? I don't get it. How does it happen?
That it doesn't happen as much as people are saying.
Right, they're just saying that for no reason,
I don't-
all at the same time.
I don't know.
All at the same time. Yeah, that's great when you all of a sudden the Twitter blows up with people just going, online feed's out, online feed's out.
Wouldn't you like them to like that part of the service? Like, as a satellite, wouldn't you want that
Oh,
to
of
work
course
so
you
they
would.
can enjoy the satellite radio features even when they're not in their car?
Yes.
It's happening on different phones, and a guy, Vince, who's definitely reliable. Vince from Bayonne. I know a lot of these guys are assholes, but
Yeah,
Vince
that
is,
queer's reliable.
Vince is very reliable. He says, oh, fuck, it's coming in so much I just lost his. I could hear the feed on my PC.
I'm checking.
No, I know. What is that station that you have on? Hits?
Web feed is now up.
Yeah.
Online feed is working here. Okay.
I want to apologize to your iPod.
More semen for the show.
There it is. It's working.
Infuse it. Try
Okay.
it. Could you ask at least?
Is that from yesterday?
Can we just
Today,
listen?
apple-infused horse semen. You just were talking about it.
Wow.
How fucking much of a delay is this?
The drop of a horse cock.
Wow. Could
Ask anyone.
Wow, I need to get my.
we just listen to the show?
Yeah, I
love
want to
this
listen
show.
to hear how we did.
I want to listen to this show.
Horse cum for this show. Can't get interns. We're gonna get horse cum. Can we just get horse cum and look at it? Just to look
This
at it.
is
in a
old.
snow globe.
Fuck, we're
Smell
funny.
it. How about you open the
We're
violence?
pretty entertaining.
This is like a best
Wouldn't you
of.
smell it? No. I just want horse cum in a beaker today, so badly. I just want a beaker filled right to the tippy top with horse cum.
Why
That
would
could
you
be
say
taken
that?
out of context.
Yes, that could be.
Hindsight, I hope we marked that.
Oh, you smell that? So wait, Oh, go ahead, Jimmy. Your lower jaw, like when I said,
We're making them listen to the same.
Like I can't. I'm getting like chills, like that raw animal cum smell. I'll bet you it like the cream rises to the top too. It probably separates.
Wait a minute.
That's a hell of a delay, huh?
Anthony.
Yeah.
This was an hour and a half ago.
Wouldn't this be like looking in a mirror, though? If he kept the phone up, wouldn't it just continue now?
Yeah. Then it would,
right?
It would loop. It would loop around.
I mean, I have to do it for like 10 minutes.
Wait, what would happen?
It would go back to that. Yeah,
well, this would be on
that.
This would be on there in about
At slightly worse quality each time it went around because it's analog.
Yeah?
Playing it through the microphone.
Because then we would be listening to the feed, and then what happens after that? Wait, I'm trying to figure this out in my head. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, if he put it there, he could hold it there all day, and it would just keep going.
But we
around
stopped
and around.
doing a show.
Yeah, but the sound is going into the mic from that, so it would just keep going.
Right, because it's from the mic. It's not like
The memory of when I talk about the best shows we've ever done.
But when would it end?
That's what I'm trying to say.
10 o'clock.
How long's our delay?
It's pretty long.
Why is it so long?
That's the way it is online.
Oh, you'd hear it over and over and over, so it would become this blah, 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 just mess of.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But why so long of a delay online?
I don't know.
The computer.
We did it. Now we're listening to it on the app. We hold the app up to the microphone.
Because at some point, it would kick in, and he's still playing it.
I'm really confused.
It would just
I'm gonna have
keep.
to work this out in my head.
You would just keep hearing it.
Yeah.
What though? What would we be hearing? If we stop talking, is what I'm saying. If we stop talking right now, what would happen to
The
this?
show would improve.
It's like a row, row, row your boat thing. See, I go row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, and then you go row, 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 and I keep going row, row, row your boat, and then he goes in, and it would just keep doing that.
Yeah, but I would probably jump in with merrily, 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 merrily.
You would do a merrily, 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 merrily.
Life is but a dream.
Here, go back up to the.
Love singing that into a vagina.
A good one. Yeah. So obviously we can't do that on satellite radio, right?
But the delay is so long.
I can't even think about it. It's so disgusting.
We did this 10 minutes ago.
The same day that we did Baby Bird was the same
Yeah,
day we did the bowl of puked up Fruit Loops? Yeah. Oh man, was that pushed aside. Oh, yeah,
That doesn't work.
We're very conversational. I like this.
Sergeant
Yeah?
I haven't heard our show in a long time.
It'd be easier for us to call the show and then hold it up, because then the delay is shorter, and we
Right.
can see what would happen.
All right. We should take a break, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, what is this?
What's this?
Why are they giving us this role? Are we getting any one of these people?
Are we getting Matt Damon?
Thanks.
Are we getting Emily Blunt?
Are we getting Matt Damon?
Yeah, how about
Are we
Emily to the
getting
point?
Emily Blunt?
Yeah, how about Emily tells it like it is?
Let me ask.
How about Emily Joint in Philly? All right.
Isn't this Born
I
Identity?
saw this already.
Is it good, Ant?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Is it good, Roland?
Fantastic.
Yeah. It's
When am I
great.
getting the Elijah Wood show?
I saw
Today?
it. The Adjustment Bureau. See, there's some kind of weird behind-the-scenes organization that keeps everyone in line, almost like a matrixy thing. And Matt Damon wants to be with Emily Blunt, but the architects of this thing say that they're not supposed to be together. And then the whole movie is them trying to be together and him trying to find out what these people are. And, oh, man, it's action and intrigue.
I bet there's some kind of a very clever message about our government in there.
Yeah.
Yes. Not, of course,
Ow.
the thought control by people on Matt Damon's side of the spectrum. No! Nothing about the thought policing done by them. No!
You'll have to watch it, Jim.
Am I wrong? Maybe I hope I am, actually. But I'll bet there's a message in there.
A message. I like a movie without a good
Did
message.
Matt Damon sit somebody down and say, look, I want to be completely boring. What do I do? He's a good actor,
it came
man.
naturally.
I think he's a very good actor, but
He's all right.
I like his work. I mean,
I think he's a little overrated, to be
Maybe.
honest with you.
But I do enjoy watching him on film. But he's become so predictably agenda-driven. It's annoying.
What happened to Ben Affleck? Where has he been?
He did The Town. He directed The Town.
Yeah, that was, that's yesterday's news.
Well, how long ago was The Town? The Town was an amazing movie.
2 years?
I like
No?
The Town.
I loved The
He's
Town.
probably
What's he
working on a new
working
project.
on now? What? Political office? Roland, really?
How about he just continues making movies? That's what he does.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Where are we on the online feed?
The online, it should be fine.
Are we now?
you're listening? I'm sorry.
Are we now listening to ourselves on the online feed yet?
Almost. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? He goes,
They just really stink at what they do. They must either stink. On purpose or you.
Because you guys are talking about the feed right now,
Yes.
so you're about to play the feed.
Wow.
Yeah.
They don't like this channel though. I don't get it. How does it happen?
now we're going to see what happens.
Remember this?
I think you're just going to hear it.
What are we going to hear though now?
I don't know. All at the same time. Yeah, that's great when you all of a sudden Twitter blows up with people just going.
You remember saying that?
I remember saying that.
Barely.
As if it was
I barely
yesterday.
remember. That's just on the edge of my short-term memory.
Yeah.
Satellite radio features even when they're not in their car. It's happening on different phones, and a guy, Vince, who's definitely reliable.
Vince was reliable,
I
remember?
remember saying that.
Watch. It moves too fast.
Vince is very reliable. He says,
Watch. Feedback.
Oh, fuck, it's coming in so much.
See? I'm like Kreskin.
Damn, that was
I can
good.
hear the feed on my PC.
All right, here's
That's
Sam
the
now.
gay,
What is that station that you have on?
That's
Web feed
Cosmo.
is now up. Online
the
feed is
gay
working.
music.
I want to apologize to your iPod. More semen for the show. There it is. It's working. Infuse it. Okay. Can you ask at least? Is that from yesterday? Can we just listen? Apple-infused horse semen. You just were
See,
talking
we hear
about it.
us and us talking.
Fucking much of a delay is this? The drop of a Horsecom.
There's a lot of voices now going on.
Wow, I need to get my.
Is there three versions of us now at one time?
Three versions.
One more mediocre than the other.
There's a lot of us.
Wait, we got current,
Can we just get
past, and
look at it?
Yeah.
Present right now.
This is old. Snow globe.
It's amazing.
Open the violence. Pretty entertaining.
We have right now
Did we just clone ourselves?
the past.
crazy.
Horse come in a beaker today, so badly.
We can just walk out of here and let that play.
We might as well.
They'll never know.
They'll never
No.
notice. The redundancy is what we do every day. Horse come fart. I gotta say farts quickly. Management sucks. Horse come farts. Repeat.
How does anybody know which version is the current us anymore? It's all lost.
Now.
Yeah.
It's now.
Yeah. This is the real one.
Isn't this the plot of Multiplicity?
Yes.
Anthony, yeah.
Oh, what?
This was an
Yeah.
hour and a half ago.
Oh,
No, that's my old
I was
self.
talking to the old
He kept
you.
the phone up.
That's
What,
the
did it
old
just
me.
Continue now? Yeah. And it
Or you're asking again?
Now we're asking what would happen, but we're living through what would happen right now.
It would go back to.
You already said this.
And then you hear us in the background also.
Be on there in about slightly worse quality each time it went around. Because
How did you know that?
I knew that, see?
But how does it end?
we would be
It
listening.
never does.
It just keeps piling up on top. When it comes around again, we'll hear this very thing that I'm saying right now.
Right.
You hear this?
Yeah.
But the quality isn't going to be as good. Because listen. Hi, how you doing? See, the quality it isn't what it was when I first said it.
Fudge.
All right, let's listen for a second.
The memory of when I talk about the best shows we've ever done. But when would it end? That's what I'm trying to say. 9 o'clock. How long's our delay?
Is this now?
No, this is then.
What are we listening to?
We're listening to
Oh my
three versions
God.
of the show. At
No, but right
one
now, I
time.
mean, what's happening now?
This.
This is the past.
But why so?
This is the
Yeah, that's
future.
the past.
What's the past?
Where
This is the present.
Now we're listening to it on the app. We hold the app up to the
But if I say
microphone.
this and listen to it later, this is the future.
At some point,
But then that's the past.
it would kick
Yeah.
in, and he's still playing it. I'm really confused.
It's amazing. We think we have this amazing loop, and people are just looking at it like you guys stink.
What would we, if we stop talking? Is what I'm saying.
Yabba dabba
Talking
do.
right now, what would happen to this? Show it improve.
That's right, Pat.
I remember when
That
Jimmy
was
said
fun.
that.
It was funny then. It's funny now. It's going to be funny again.
But did he say that a long time ago, or
was a
or
while
little
ago.
while ago? A while ago, or
No, that wasn't the long time ago. It was the medium
It
time
was
ago.
2 versions ago.
Yeah.
2 versions ago?
Yes, by the time they hear this again,
Then it's the older version.
We're doing merrily.
This is getting weird.
Yeah.
Life is but a dream.
why would I sing that?
Go back up to you love saying that into a vagina.
I don't know. You
Into a vagina.
come up with nice songs.
You're hilarious.
Jimmy. I like
I'm
your
eating.
songs.
I gotta eat.
Wait, what are we doing now?
That's so disgusting.
Horsecom.
10 minutes ago. The day that we did Baby Bird was the same day we did the bowl of puked up Fruit Loops? Yeah. Oh, man, was that pushed aside.
See?
Captain, we're very conversational. I like this. Sergeant
Yeah. Oh my God.
This is weird.
I remember when you said that.
us to call the show and then hold it up.
I just wanted to sound like Grand Central Station.
I just heard the door shut, but the door didn't shut.
I know, that's creepy.
Oh, that is creepy.
What is this? What's this? Why are they giving us
How much longer before it goes back to the beginning again?
Are we getting
Oh, okay,
Is that what's going to happen?
Roland's bringing in the DVDs now.
But he already did that. I got the DVD in front of me.
how about Emily tells it like this? How about Emily
But I can't hear the original anymore, really. Well,
this is Born Identity. I saw this already.
What original?
Is it good, Ant? Thanks to Joe Rogan.
I had turned off the.
Yeah, thanks to Joe Rogan.
Oh,
yes.
boy. Is it good, Roland?
Wait,
Because we're about to start the loop again.
we're thanking Joe Rogan for the Blu-ray that Roland brought in?
No,
that was
thanking
for
him
Baby Bird.
Baby Bird, and then yeah.
Weird behind-the-scenes organization
Whoa.
that keeps everyone in line, almost like a matrixy thing.
I remember saying this.
And,
Yep, me too.
And Matt
good.
Damon.
Are we getting close to the beginning again?
Yeah, we're about to start the loop again.
Are we? All right, let's listen to the loop again.
No way.
I don't want to.
Supposed to be together,
And then we'll
the
finally
movie is
move
them
on.
Trying to be together, and him trying to find out what these people are.
Because remember, you talked about the
Man, it's
movie,
action
and then you said, "Where are you in the
There's
stream?" And I said, "Almost there."
I never said that.
Clever.
Someone added that in.
there.
Oh my God.
One of me
But
said
of
that.
course, the thought control by people on Matt Damon's side of the spectrum. No.
Remember this?
I do, unfortunately.
Vividly.
No.
Right.
You'll have to
At least we know the
watch
online
it,
stream's
Jim. Am I
working.
wrong?
Yeah.
I hope I am actually. But I'll
They'll
bet
think it's working like
there's a
over and over
message
again,
in
though.
there.
They'll think there's a problem with it.
Yeah.
Just blame it on E-Rock.
Somebody down and say,
Okay.
"Look,
E-Rock played the
I
replay
wanna
over
be
the replay.
completely
Right.
boring, what do I do? He's a good
I could
actor,
eat, and it doesn't matter now
I
because
think he's
I'm
a good
talking.
actor, but
It's like 5 minutes of content stretched out to 20.
I think he's a
Yeah,
little
that's what we try to do here.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy watching him on film. But he's become so
Yep.
predictably
Predictably agenda-driven. You're right, Jim.
I don't remember Jimmy saying this, so this is
Oh, I
fun.
know.
I missed this
This is
part
new
of the
to
show.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, that's yesterday's news.
Well, how
Yep.
long ago was the town? The town was an amazing
2 years?
Like
No.
the town. I loved the
He's
town.
probably
What's he
working on
working
your
on
No, we're
now?
talking about
What?
Matt
Political
Damon Ben
office
Affleck.
rolling? Really?
How about he just continues making movies? That's what he does.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, are we coming around?
Where are we on the online feed?
The online issue.
Are we now?
You're listening? I'm sorry.
Are we now listening to ourselves on the online feed yet?
Almost. Right.
Yeah.
You ready?
Fuck is
They
this?
just really stink at what they do. They must stink. On purpose.
Oh God.
Talking about the feed right now, so you're about to play the feed. Wow. Yeah.
We're about to go 4 levels deep.
Wow.
Really? 4 levels deep. Coming up.
This is like some Inception shit. We shouldn't
Yeah,
be going
yeah,
this
yeah.
deep.
We shouldn't.
No, we got to go this
It's
deep.
dangerous.
Here though now.
I don't know. All at the same time. Yeah. That's great when you all of a sudden the Twitter blows up with people just going.
You can start hearing the quality differences.
I said that.
I barely remember. That's just on the edge of my short-term memory.
Yeah. Satellite radio features even when they're not in their car.
It's happening on different phones and a guy, Vince, who's definitely reliable.
Reliable,
I remember saying that.
Watch. It moves too fast.
Vince is very
Wait, who said
reliable.
that?
He says,
Watch.
oh, fuck, it's coming in so much.
How did you know that?
I just said it.
Yeah, that was good.
Hear the feed on my PC.
Oh my God, there's the Cosmo station again.
What is that station that you have on? It's
Feed is now up. Online
Right?
music.
I want to apologize to your iPod.
We're done talking about Tracy Morgan.
We're done.
What happened?
There it is. It's working. Fuse it.
Okay, there's the 4.
Can you ask at least? Is that from yesterday? Can we just listen to Apple-infused Horse Semen? You just been talking
We
about
hear us and us talking.
Oh my God.
Why is this? The drop of a Horsecom.
Wow.
I need to get my. Is there 3 versions of us now? 3 versions.
One more mediocre than the other. A lot of us.
Wait, we got current, past, and
Right now.
this is old. Snow globe.
It's amazing.
Master Queef calling this deja vu. Very funny.
Might as well. They'll never know. They'll never know.
We have to talk over this to add the 4th
Yeah, we
level.
do.
That's true.
Wait, I want to hear what it sounds like so far, though.
Sucks, Horsecom farts. Repeat.
How does anybody know which version is the current us anymore?
That's what I hear in my head all day.
Yeah, this is the real one.
No, this is the real one.
No, right now.
Now it's real.
Which one's real?
Now is.
Then was.
This was an hour and a half ago.
No, that's my old stuff.
I was talking to the old you.
Oh my gosh.
Continue now? Yeah. Or you're asking again?
Now we're asking what would happen, but we're living through what would happen right now.
Are we going to get paid for today?
We shouldn't.
I don't think we should.
Maybe you get paid quadruple.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, man, I got 4 versions of myself out there now.
Yeah.
That's 4 days of work.
I knew that, see?
But how does it end? We would be listening. It never does.
It just keeps piling up on top. When it comes around again, we'll hear this very thing that...
You were right.
Yep.
You hear this?
Yeah.
But the quality isn't going to be as good. Because listen. Hi, how you doing? See, the quality isn't what it was when I first said it.
Not like this quality right now, which is good.
But it's not anymore.
No, now it won't be.
Right.
When would it end? That's what I'm trying to say. How long can I delay? Is this now?
Oh my God.
This is then.
This could be the most annoying thing we've ever done on the air.
Maybe.
Ever.
All right.
This is the past.
It was a curiosity.
Yeah, that's the past.
Weird.
It was a curiosity to hear how he sounded.
Thank you, Sam. I guess the online feed's working.
Definitely.
You sure?
And listen to it.
Oh, yeah, you're sure.
The future. At some point.
Yeah, I can hear it.
All right, put that back up to the mic. We're going to go to break.
Hockey rioters charge.
Amazing. We think we have this amazing.
We're going to listen to this for 30 seconds, and we're going to go to break.
Yeah.
And we'll continue. Stay there.
We stop talking is what I'm... Right now, what would happen to this? Show it improve.
That's right, Pat.
I remember when Jimmy said that.
It was funny then. It's funny now. It's going to be funny again.
Well, did he say that a long time ago or a little while ago? A while ago or...
No, that wasn't a long time ago. It was the medium time
It was
ago.
2 versions ago.
Yeah.
2 versions ago?
Yes, by the time they hear this again,
Then it's the older version.
Doing merrily.
this is getting weird.
Life is but a dream.
Why would I sing that?
Go back. I love singing that into a vagina. I don't know.
Into a vagina.
Come up with nice
You're
songs,
hilarious.
Jimmy. I like
I'm
your
eating.
songs.
I gotta eat.
Wait, what are we doing now? That's so disgusting.
Horsecom?
10 minutes ago. The day that we did Baby Bird was the same day we did the bowl of puked up Fruit Loops? Yeah. Oh, man, was that pushed aside.
See?
Captain, we're very conversational. I like this. Sergeant.
Yeah, I remember when you said that.
This is weird.
I remember when you said that.
When you need radio gold, he's the one that you call. With crappy movie reviews, wears his shirts extra small. The one you can count on the book that gets for a session, but ends every single sentence he says in a question. No pronunciation, soft-spoken and mumbles. Just try and put him behind the mic and he crumbles. Babbling moron, that's for you to decide. Bonadouche, check him out Friday wide. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling. It's rolling.
It's good. I mean, it had action, suspense.
Gregorio!
Antonio!
Amy.